Why, howdy ho, everyone. Emphasis on the howdy, not the latter. It's GleeCon, and I'm back again with another episode of Lore of Warcraft. Thanks for tuning in. On the last episode, Sweet Mother Mary, we did it. We have finally closed the book on Nomergon. I do not have to think about that dungeon anymore. I don't know why that one scars me so. I've just spent so much time in that dungeon. So we now get to spend the next, who knows, for Alliance it took us 5 episodes. So maybe approximately 10 hours of content is going to be finishing the Shimmering Flats, which is why I hate it. So we've done everything else. The dungeons are caught up. She's catching up to Gleek and Soul. Stay a while and listen as we start wrapping up Thousand Needles by taking Gleek and Soul, our Resto Shaman, into the Shimmering Flats. Actually, what we're going to start with, I remember now, we left off. We're going to go to Arathi. So we've got a little bit of boring travel here because I want to pick up Horde Trauma.
I am an orc of medicine person. If you have come here to learn, I shall do my best to teach.
Horde Trauma.
Dr. Adventurer, I presume it is a pleasure to see you again. I have some wonderful news for you. Dr. Gregory Victor, Chief Physician of Horde Trauma, has made a personal request for you to join him at Hammerfall. This could be the opportunity of a lifetime. I would give anything to be given a chance to study under the great Dr. Gregory Victor. Do not squander this opportunity.
Okay, actually, you know what? We're going to have some time where we have to go over to the Eastern Kingdoms. I don't know. I'm torn. Like, it would be... If we go here now, we do Horde Trauma now, then we would have to... We're going to have to hearth back and go to Tanaris, so... By screwing that Zeppelin path up, I'm not Zeppelin, yesterday at the end, by not getting that prereq right there, I set us up for just a poo-poo bit of travel, because now we've got to re-wait for this. We're going to have to fly to Hammerfall, then we're going to have to hearth back here, and then fly down to Thousand Needles. So, if I was any good at making this show, I would have planned some talking points. Yikes. We'll manufacture some up. We'll talk about where we're at a little bit and what we have in the future coming up. And, well, what is all this? Oh, it must be, I don't know, those are all honored ancestors? Oh, maybe there's some kind of harvest? I'm just going to click to see.
War to you. Greetings, adventurer. It is the time of the Harvest Festival. Time of great
Harvest
bounties and a time of remembrance. We partake of feasts to celebrate all we have to be thankful of, and we remember our ancestors and past heroes to give thanks to the legacy they gave us. Please feel free to partake of the feast being offered here. Also, I am offering some fireworks to help celebrate this joyous time of year. During the Harvest Festival of Azeroth, we give thanks to heroes for the sacrifices, in some cases ultimate sacrifices, they have given on our behalf. The Horde acknowledges many heroes, but none exemplify strength and sacrifice more than Grom Hellscream. Help us honor Grom by taking this offering to his monument in the Demonfall Canyon of Ashenvale. Place it at the base and then return to me. I'll only be here through the end of the festival, so waste no time in giving Grom his tribute.
Okay, so this isn't a thing, I don't believe. The ancestors, maybe it is. In retail, I can't remember doing anything like that. I like that we're honoring Grom Hellscream, but obviously this is their fall thing. Maybe leading up to Thanksgiving. I'm just not sure. So let's take a peek and see what is the World of Warcraft Ancestors event. Let's see what that. Oh, so that's Lunar Festival. Lunar Festival is still a thing. So there are. Yeah. You can still do it now. It's just not as common. No, it's just not as big of a deal. But yeah, you get the Moonstones. You get the Coins of Ancestry. Okay, so we're at Lunar Festival. When does it say it happens? What time of year? So I think. It's held typically coincides with the Chinese New Year, so I guess that could change a little bit when it occurs. And you probably get some rewards. Rockets. What else do you get? Yeah, rocket stuff. Schematics for rockets. Looks like some food, some festival clothes. Elun's lantern. Okay. Oh, rep with the Cenarian Circle. That's nice. And yeah, that looks like it's about it. Yeah, see, those have elders in the dungeons. I remember that. That's showing where they're all at. And okay. All right, so I remember doing that on retail. It's just been a really long time. I completed that so long ago. So I think what we're gonna do, this might also help me with some of my time. I think next year, like as soon as we hit like January 1st, I'm gonna start participating on camera for you guys in the yearly events. So then even I hope that we finish. Because, yeah, I didn't realize that, like, all of this is going to take us such a long time. But we're essentially, I'm down to 5 days a week of making full classic things because of the reading and whatnot. But typically, you can finish a zone in that amount of time. Thousand Needles Shimmering Flats is just such a pain in the butt for the Horde. Let's be real. Just takes it's the fact that it took us 5 episodes to do it on Alliance. I don't know. Maybe it'll be a little faster on Horde. I truly don't know. At least we've got the dungeons done. But so that means it will take us until, well, and you take my 2 days out. So it could very well take us until next weekend before this is all done. Alright, so the whole reason we came over here is just to fly to Hammerfall.
How may I be of service?
So, and I don't have enough, I haven't, took it out far enough. But that basically takes us to the end of the 3rd week of September. Deathless is going to take us, because of the Moradon killing, where we're going to have to devote an episode to that. I think it's going to probably take us, somewhere in the neighborhood, and then you also throw in, we start some dungeons after that, so I would say Moradon, Deathless, not Moradon, I don't know why I said that, but the Centaurs. I'm guessing Deathless is going to take us in the ballpark of 5 days. With the killing added in, it's going to be a long time. So that's 10 days to do it on both factions. Then you throw in Razorfen Crawl, that brings us up to 12 days. And remember, this is all going to be starting after next weekend. I'm just calling, but I'll have to call her back. I know what she's calling about. It's about fantasy football. She's picked up long story. Okay, so 12 days. And then you add in Scarlet Monastery. Well, depending on how those episodes run, if I ran each of the 4 parts separately, that's 8 more. I don't know that I want to do that. I might be able to run the entire thing, in which case that comes down to 2. But let's just average it and say it's going to take us 2 each, so that's 4 more days, so then that brings us 16. So that takes us to the end of next weekend, and then 2 more weeks. So now we're looking at a week into October to be on that. Alterac Mountains, it's not going to take us too long because we've already done most of the quests. Let's say 2 episodes, so 4, that's half a week. Then Arathi Highlands. That one has so many elite quests that can really grind out, so let's call 8 days there. So now we're like somewhere in the middle of October. Oh, and plus every week you're taking out 2 days, 2 days, 2 days. So now we're talking like we're in the last week of October. So yeah, let's give us till the end of October to finish Arathi Highlands. Swamp of Sorrows is super short. I wouldn't be surprised if we could bust that out in, let's say, 3 total days between the 2, because it's a little longer on Horde. And then Badlands is what I'm on now, so that's as far as I can project. Badlands as a zone, not far. We could do a couple episodes. Let's just call it 4. So now we're looking into getting into November, and then but all of the Uldaman dungeons that are tied with it and the running around that goes with that, that's another 6 days. So now we're getting into mid-November, and that's as far as I can go, because then we have Duskwall Marsh. And so let's say, based on that pacing, at least there's not a lot of dungeons coming after that. Let's say Duskwall Marsh takes us, with everything, a week. It gets us to Thanksgiving, somewhere in that ballpark. I'll also be taking a couple days off somewhere in that part for my wedding anniversary. But we'll catch up because I get a week off around Thanksgiving, so that will be nice. And during that time, we should get some big work on Stranglethorn Vale, but that's a really big zone. So my guess is we'll be wrapping Stranglethorn Vale as we get into December. And I'll be doing the Hinterlands in December leading up to the winter break. So as we hit the end of the year, we'll probably, if things go slow, we'll be wrapping Hinterlands. And if things have gone better than I anticipated, we'll probably be wrapping Tanaris and Zul'Farrak right at the turn of the new year, which is pretty good. So then at that point, we'll also start mixing them. And some points in there, things will slow down a little bit because we will have some reading that has to go. We'll get to do some Chronicles for the first time in a long behind time. It also gives us a kind of a estimation of how next year is going to start. So we'll turn our gaze into a forecast for next year as soon as we finish Horde Trauma. We already did this on Alliance. If you remember, I failed the first time because I don't know, something about the way I was standing or something like that. Okay.
Greetings, adventurer. I am Dr. Gregory Victor, head trauma surgeon of Horde Trauma.
Wonderful.
Put on your scrubs. We are to start at once.
Do you like how they gave him like a German accent there? I like that.
Dark Lady, watch over you.
1000 XP. I'll take it. Triage.
Good day, Doctor. You will be tested on your ability to triage patients accordingly this afternoon. Should you pass your examination, you will join the prestigious ranks of Horde Trauma. Now pay attention. The critically injured must be tended to first. After the criticals come the badly injured. The injured should be tended to last. You must save 15 patients to pass this exam. You will fail should 6 of your patients die in triage. Triage bandages will be supplied. Good luck, Doctor.
So essentially exactly like the last one, except look, this is easier because look how they stand. Okay, so we have badly injured. I'm just going to start with one of those. I don't see any critical injured ones. Okay. And then we see injured, so I'm going to go after this guy next. 2 patients saved. These guys are all just injured. 3 saved. That's a badly injured. I think I can probably hit at least one of those guys before. Those are both badly injured, so I gotta come after. I think I can hit those guys first before I go after this. Now, maybe not. Badly injured, I think, is like the medium. This guy says, I think I see blue, so he might be about to die. That's also badly injured. Got him. Okay. And then we gotta go for this badly injured. He can't survive. I lost track of where I was at. And this one will be a badly injured. That's a badly injured, yeah. So it's just basically critical injured. Those are all badly injured. Like, you've got to jump on them right away because you can probably only fit. Those are just regular injured, so they can just chill for a minute. My entrails are leaking out. Help. That's a badly injured. He can wait at least once. As we saw before, they can handle holding one off, but this guy's gonna wait. The regular injured are injured. We haven't had no critical injured yet. You just gotta kind of remember where you were at. There's a critically injured. We gotta get him next immediately. We did it. We saved him. Only the first critically injured spawned. Had to save him just because.
Hello.
Dr. Adventurer, welcome to Horde Trauma.
I love being a doctor.
Our time will come.
They call me Dr. Gleegon.
You have learned all that I am able to teach
For
you
now.
this time.
So I think 225 is where the next
Return
one
to me
comes.
when your practice has expanded, and I shall
right.
train you in the ways of the more
Not 225,
advanced
240.
medicinal arts.
So now I'm going to see how far we can get. Can we get anywhere? If we got to 240, oh my gosh, that would be so nice. But we're going to keep spinning, even though we have many factions that need our cloth. I don't care. We'll grind dungeons later. The goal is to, and plus we can sell these for a pretty good amount of money. Heavy silk bandages sell for a nice amount. All right, we've already gained 3 points, so that's nice. That's something. We will get to a point, though, where it's just all about the mage weave. Ideally, before we get down to that 60, it'd be cool if we could get... Because if those turn gray... Okay, we have 5 more chances. I want to get to... Okay, they didn't, so we're not. We're not going to have the silk needed. Okay, but we did get to 230, so that's cool. We might get up to 240. It's a possibility. This is what kind of kills you on first aid. I mean, because you can use that cloth for these bandages, and see now it's taking even more. Before we were actually getting something. Now it's like 1 billion. So now the chances of us getting to 240 are like, we got another point there. Okay, I think in my mind you have like a 10% chance, but I guess it's probably more like a 25% chance. There you go. When it's green, that's what I read. We'd have to again do the law of large numbers or whatever. I think it's different for different things. Yeah, so that means to get 5 points, you would need to double it. You would need at least 20, which we don't have. So, yeah, see, then here on this one, we're hitting so many in a row without getting a point. And at 35, they might stop. Okay. So now we'll be lucky to get to 35 to answer that question at this rate. Oh my gosh, look at all of those we've made without a skill up. Crazy. That means it's got to be getting close. That makes me feel like, okay, we have 5 chances to get to 230. Oh, and it's still going. So we could take it all the way to 40. We just won't be able to. Which is stinks, because now
You have learned all that I am able
we're gonna have to come back
Dr.
to this dude
Return
in 4
when
points,
your practice has expanded, and I shall train you in the ways of the more advanced
which is lame.
medicinal arts.
Okay, so I want to just sell at this guy, and then we're gonna start the next flight path.
What are you looking for?
And do a little bit, but look, we do get 80. So we just gained over 2 gold, which is good. You can also drop the triage bandage. You can't actually use it on anything cool. And now we're going to hearth back to Orgrimmar because we have to fly back to Thousand Needles to resume that questline. So first thing we'll do is we'll touch up spreadsheet real quick, and then we'll look at our forecast for next year, because I like to do that. That's how I keep myself organized. You guys know I'm Audacity. That one's been dead there for a while. I wonder how long a dead body will stay. To server rate reset, I would imagine. Guess we'll check. We'll keep our eyes out for Tuesday. I still haven't checked to see if that gnomish piece of thing sold that I put up there for 5,000 gold or something like that. I will just drop that amount of gold. I don't even know what the heck I just did. I just did a whole loop around the top. I'm like a dog trying to decide where I'm going to sleep.
Until you've looked down on the world from the back of a wheel rider.
All right, so here we go now. Time's ticking. We've spent about 20 minutes doing that, and we're going to spend a few more minutes flying. All right, so first spreadsheet time. I love this spreadsheet. All right, so first thing we did is we did the profession quest. I just found another alchemy quest. I didn't realize the Badlands Reagent Run 2 is an alchemist quest. It's a horde only alchemist quest, but I didn't realize that because it's not tagged that way in Wowhead. Now the comments say that, but here on our one-stop shop, you'll see this is what we're doing. So good on us. What was I looking for? And it's just good thing that happened to be my character was an alchemist. First aid. So we just did this. Bam, bam. Bong, bong. So we're going to add that to our walkthrough. This is part of our 1,000 Needles journey. Now, ours is called Horde Trauma. And we picked it up in Wargrimmar. Okay, we picked it up, turned it in, picked up, and turned in Triage. And Triage is in Arathi. Right? Yep. All right, so back we go now as we start to look at what we're going to do when we go in here. So really, if you look at 1,000 Needles, we're going to make our way down over to the Swarm Grows, pick that up, and then there's some quests down there, but before we even head down there to do the Swarm Grows and its next step, we're actually going to go pick up all of these quests to update the spreadsheet and then start like we did the last time. Today's episode should be running around the Shimmering Flats, hopefully leveling up. Well, we will definitely level up. We are only 9,800 XP away. So that'll bring us to 37. Remember, the goal is 39. Last time, though, we like all of the grinding required to turn in all these quests. This will take us into 37 and then some. Like, it'll take us... We're probably going to be getting pretty darn close, at least halfway up to 38, which is good. Some of the other grinding... will help us there too. Okay, so looking forward to next year, and this will help us anticipate when will we finally start Burning Crusade. Now again, things are going to slow down some based on the overall reading. So let's peel back the kimono and look at some of what we're going to do. So if we open up this, this is something that I use as a kind of a backbone. All of these things. So this is where I look. A lot of these things you see in red are not going to apply to us. They're going to be covered on those once weekly things that I do. So really what we would have to do is go look into, this is the Great Wars is past where we're at. We're going to look into the original World of Warcraft. So this is where we are right here. We've read most of these things or we won't read them. Okay. Now these patches, Maraudon and Dire Maul, they come out in game. So there's really nothing until after we finish Dire Maul. After we finish Maraudon, there's no new... There are some chronicles. So when we hit Maraudon, there might be a chronicle that we do. When we hit Dire Maul, then there could be a chronicle that we do. And then after that, there is a short story when we do Warsong Gold. So let me look at my patch updates, because I have a separate sheet for that somewhere. Keep a lot of sheets. So Dire Maul, yeah, and then PvP. That's in the third wave of patches for the game. So as Azure Ghost, Lord Kazakh, that's considered the beginning of Phase 2. And at the end of Phase 2, during Phase 2 they also begin PvP. They also open up the Epic Priest and Hunter quests. That's end game. We won't be getting there. That's going to kind of be asynchronous. That came out, but in a different order than we can do it. We will cover those epic quests as just part of hitting level 60. But then as patch 5 comes out, which is before we hit Warsong Gulch and all that stuff, that's going to be, we'll hit this story. So if you notice patches 4 and 5, they're not mentioned with any lore, because patch 4 is just the Epic Priest and Epic Hunter quests come out, and really probably Epic quests start rolling out in general after that. Which again, we're just going to cover those as we begin to be able to do them. And that, ooh, I almost just walked off that cliff. I had a little spasm. And then we will not be able to probably run right away and go do Azure Ghost and Kazakh. So that'll just be something we're able to, when we get there, we'll be able to read that part of Chronicles. If it has, when it probably does. and then opening up world PvP, not really anything. And then patch 5 was just Alterac Valley and Warsong Gulch. So in there, if you see, we are covering within this the fact that there is a Warsong Gulch short story. The fact that it's red means that it's an online only thing. I believe that's the code that this person uses. I can't remember. The article was sporadically updated. Yeah, so I believe that means it's found only online, and the story or like the links or whatever may or may not be hard to find. I'm a pretty good sleuth. We'll find that bad boy. Okay, so that's not going to slow us down at all. Then you get to Blackwing Lairs already. So now we're already getting endgame in patch 6. That's when phase 3 begins. That's also when Darkmoon Fair hits. So we're not going to be hitting that. We will probably kind of go out of time at this point. Because, no, Darkmoon Fair we can do anything. So we will save... Like I said, we're going to start doing world events. But Darkmoon Fair recurs throughout the year. But at some point in that time... Right around the time when I feel that we're getting close to being ready to do Darkmoon Lair, we're also going to hit up... I mean, Blackwing Lair will also hit up Darkmoon Fair, and that takes us through phase 6. And remember, there are 12 phases. So that's only technically the halfway life of World of Warcraft Classic. Just we will have... The content is so much... it's not the halfway point of the content. Let's go ahead and do this. We can, as we're just killing mobs, we'll continue this conversation because I'm actually enjoying, because we haven't even talked about how it's going to lay out. This is Ironstone Camp. It's a nice little camp with no freaking vendors or anything useful at all.
Blood and thunder.
War brings my group and I to the Shimmering Flat, Shaman. What brings you here?
Don't mind the thundering echoes off the mountain's walls. The goblins and gnomes are out among the flats, racing one another in atrocities created by what they call science. There are bigger threats here in Thousand Needles, one of which killed more than half my war party. But we remain here until we hear word from Belgrom in Orgrimmar. Until then, we hold our position here and stay vigilant. Seems Belgrom thinks those monsters are a threat. He wants them pushed back into whatever depths they crawled up out of. I guess killing the dwarves sent by the Explorers League wasn't enough. Now I have to send a half-dead war party into another battle. We won't be able to do it ourselves, not while we're in this condition. The dig site's to the south of here. There shouldn't be any more dwarves to deal with. Feel up to wielding a blade or staff and doing your part to aid us?
Yeah, of course I do. Okay, so we're not going to head directly there. It's down there. Now notice there's now a quest that appears. It wasn't on the map at first. Called Parts of the Swarm. That is accurate. Questy is correct in that. Let's go ahead and look at our walkthrough here. Oops, a little too far. Okay, so we just finished the Swarm Grows 2. I'm getting attacked by something, but I don't really care. Yeah, because we've got some space ahead of us. And we also then picked up the Swarm Grows 3. Now it's interesting because Parts of the Swarm, it's a 2-step process. It appears on my list, but before, because I turned it in before because it's a lower level, but you cannot pick it up until you have at least accepted the quest that we just talked about. Here's some gnomes. There's an ice cream vendor for the gnomes. I don't have anything we need to sell, but we'll start picking up these quests.
What's on your mind?
Come a little closer. We have important matters to discuss, you and I. Some of them
We don't want everyone to hear. So nothing except for the grand finale of this is going to matter for us, which is unfortunate. Not a single thing. We're about to replicate all this experience, but we're going to see how that feels with a different character. Rocket car parts.
With all the races they're running here, it's no surprise that a few mishaps happen along the way. If you look around the Shimmering Flats, then you'll see evidence of past crashes. Scraps of rocket car parts are littered everywhere. And those parts are worth money to the gnomes and goblins. They're always looking for more contraptions to slap onto their cars. So go out and get me parts. Bring me a heap and I'll pay you well. I make it my job to get people what they need, and the gnomes over there need a parts order filled. Their parts were shipped to Ratchet a week ago, but I haven't been able to make the trip. So, are you ready for some legwork? Go to Ratchet and give this parts order to Wharfmaster Dizzywig. He'll probably be at the docks. Do this for me and I'll have more jobs for you. Jobs, my friend, with serious profit potential.
Interest you on a pint?
I have a package for an old customer of mine, a dwarf named Hemet Nessingwari. The package took weeks to arrive, and Hemet's long gone by now. He said he was going to Stranglethorn to hunt the beasts there, but he left me some money to send his delivery when I could. Hemet's a rich dwarf, and it's a good idea to keep up relations with the rich ones, yeah. So, you want to deliver the package for me? I heard Hemet has a camp in Stranglethorn, north of Gromdor.
Alright, so we need to find the car parts around the things. We have a delivery sending us to Wharfmaster Dizzywig in Ratchet. So this is the beginning. This guy is the bane of my existence, Cravel Coalbeard. And he also wants us to go talk to the dude out in Stranglethorn. So that was Wharf. We picked up rocket car parts and Hemet Nessingwari. Now, we are not going to be doing most of those because that's not the focus of today's episode. We'll do that on the next one. We also picked up... I mean, technically we got these... I did the other one first, but it's fine. We got them all at the same time and from the same dude. Now, there's a couple right here from these brothers.
I have so many designs for our rocket car, so many, and I must try them all. I'm working on a new type of fuel, one that burns really, really, really hot. I haven't gotten the mixture perfect, but I think I know what I need. The scorpids who wander the shimmering flats have a venom with lots and lots of salt in it. It's very unique, and it's just what I need. Bring me venom, and trust me, our car will fly. My brother is working on a new fuel for his rocket car. He's brilliant, he really is. So brilliant that I think that new fuel he's designing is strong enough to eat right through the car's chassis. I want to reinforce its fuel tanks before that happens. The tortoises out in the flats have very hard shells. I want to use them to create new tanks for our rocket car. Tanks that can hold my brother's new fuel. You look responsible enough. Will you get me those shells?
Forgot to read some of the intro. He says, "Be careful where you put that foot of yours, mister. We're all not blessed with the lofty height of a Tauren. I am. Hi. Nope, he won't talk to me. Okay, there's Daisy, race car starter girl. Let's do those two. Salt Flat Venom and Hardened Shells. There we go. Hardened Shells and Salt Flat Venom picked up over here. Cool. So this is, and we're going to swoop through, hopefully, and be able to do this today. I'm on a little bit of a time limit. I have a little bit less than an hour, based on, what today's football day, family plans, blah, blah, blah. Okay.
When it comes to racing, every bit counts. Whether it's a minor tweaking on the power output, a slight slackening on the tension coils, or lightening the weight of the frame, you have to take everything into account. We use vulture bones for a lot of the minor structural tweaks we make to our racers, which offer the perfect balance of strength and weight. Even better, it's easy for us to get more, as the salt flats are littered with vultures. Bring me some and I'll give you a good price on them.
I mean, he's not wrong. That is the easiest one of them. Last time it was actually, when we did this with Alliance, a week or two ago, probably a couple weeks, because it's been a little while. No, not a couple.
The big crash with the goblins with Thunder
Robo-Tauren, I forgot.
Cronkrider hired
Taurinator.
me on to take care of the track. I don't know what all the animals out on the flats are feeding on to grow so big, but we have to be careful to thin them out so they won't wander onto the track when a race is going on. Tell you what, if you want to go out and make a little profit, go out and remove the basilisks from the area.
Okay, Taurinator. And then, if you see John Connor, tell him hi for me. Okay. Alright, so Load Lightning we picked up, and then he also gave us the Go Kill All the Basilisks thing. A Bump in the Road, I think that was called. Alright, so this is good. We're actually going to get to check these off. Oh, I hate it when I do that, bro. I hate it when I do that. I mean, if I use my keyboard, which it depends on my situation. Just like when I play this game, I kind of go between when I use my keyboard and when I use my not keyboard. Okay, we will get the skin, so that's good. We're gonna go over here, and we're just gonna make like we did last time. I liked that loop. Look at all these. Look at all this free real estate. That turtle over there is probably maybe there's vulture bones.
That's a big turtle. That's a big turtle right there.
But I like that we're going to get all this. I think normally like a bunch of vultures spawn right here. So maybe not. Either way, we're going to go kill this guy now. Okay, it's time.
I need a target.
You this guy. You resisted it. Great. Okay, so I really feel like I am going to go after this and just keep my stuff up. I'm not really worried about my totems as much, except I am going to use my water totem is needed. Okay, and that's what we want, really. We just want that. We want the XP, we need the kills, and we yada yada yada. Alright, so these gazers are part of the what we need. That one didn't even proc 3 of these for me. And I like this axe. I did end up putting manual crowd pummeler in the bank. I know this is manual crowd pummeler is significantly better for DPS. Its traits, I'm not going to use the traits because they. Oh, I forgot we got those parts too. They're then 3 times and then the. I don't know. Is the crowd pummeler like used up? If you use all 3, does it disappear, or does it just have no more charges? That's a question I don't want to find the answer to. I guess I could, I could Google it and find out, but... Alright, so we're going to get into... There's a swirling vortex again. Almost every creature in the game, I talked about this last time, is tied to a quest. Basically every creature at some point is tied to one. But not that swirling vortex. This guy's level 31. Which makes me think that it is... The swirling vortex is tied to the Call of Wind, which never actually happened. Okay, so we need these rocket car parts. We need these sparkle shell guys. And that's what we're gonna go get these. We need everything. At this point, we need everything that we see. Okay, since I have 2... I'm gonna come up here and, oh yeah, there's 3 guys. Get this guy over.
I need to get closer.
I know, bro. I know you do. Why is my strength of earth? There we go. I was gonna say, why is that not there? So, I guess, yeah, I'll save that. If they're gonna mana burn me, these crystal hide ones, we gotta get that off. Get this one. Oh, that was a nice chunky hit. Go mana burn me, bro. And I'll skin them all in just a sec. In just a mo. More over there. Okay. I've brought you back into the fold with your friends. Get you. Alright, so now these tortoises, I don't know, they might be a little tough. Ow, he knocked me down. Something wore out. Oh. Okay, so my mana's a little low here, and here's where I'm gonna... I did not get any turtle meat. Remember, we're also trying to get some... Some of our, like those last couple pieces of cooking up. We want that too. Alright, so that was pretty good. Nice little bit of XP. Of course, we're fully in rested mode. And where are we at? So we need 26 total basilisks. We've killed 5. We got nothing else. None of the drops that we wanted happened. This is also where vultures will spawn. That warlock running around, we've got a couple car parts. Okay, so that's something. This is a vulture spawn site, and none of them are there. So someone's recently cleared them out. We're basically in someone's wake right now, which I don't like, but maybe they'll start to respawn as I'm looting these car parts. Alright, this is what I do when I'm by myself. We're 10% of the way through the car parts. Every 3, I give myself a pat on the back for getting another 10% done. I'm also just chilling on, see, this guy's getting car parts too. I'm just chilling on, like, doing anything, just letting myself get XP. Okay. That guy's hurt us with his warlocky ways. And I mean, we're 36 to his 31, so we are significantly better. All right, what is this? This is a snapper again, so that's cool. So again, we'll pull these guys around. Ow. And get them as best as we can. Did not get what we wanted there. We're just going to continue to fight and pull. I'll go for more crystal hides. I mean, then there's also the basic basilisk that we need to. Wait, I said a basic basilisk. Not that kind of basic. Yeah, I just couldn't wait on that guy anymore. Want to buy enchant boots minus speed. I think I actually learned that on my, I think I have that on my Alliance Mage. Cool, we got our 4th one there. Let's get this guy. Pull him back over to the... Oh look, those vultures have respawned, so we're gonna come over there and kill. Bring him back over. Okay, so now it's time to skin. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna put, as I skin, I'm putting that down to help me respawn my mana. Ooh, I think I missed that one. I think he despawned. Cool. Still in the vicinity. Alright, and now what I'll do is just kind of take it easy a little bit with some of these. I'm also just gonna, I'm going out to clear this guy's, I'm going to clear this guy's skinning. I love that he's not a leather worker. This is just tons of good stuff. I'm at 229 with my skinning, so I'm getting up in that artisan level of skinning. Well, snapper, there we have a little piece. I'm not going to go steal his piece. Okay. So I'm going to go after this guy. He dazed me with something. And also, this is not the kind of quest line where it's good to team up because cut your XP in half. Most of the stuff's tied onto a drop rate, so it's not beneficial. Alright. This one could do with a heal. Oh yeah, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to go back to those vultures for battle. So we do need vulture bones. It's very easy. They have the vulture bones are easy because it's 100% drop rate. Now we do need 10 of them, but you give me 100% drop rate, and I'll give you, like, I don't know, happiness, or visual signs of happiness, because it's actually the 100% drop rate that's giving me happiness. Alright, so we've killed 7 of the 26. So we're around a quarter of the way into our basilisks. We've got no drop rates on the turtle shells. You need 9 of those. There we go. We got a turtle bone there. I mean, a vulture bone. And now we're going to be, right off the bat here, a third of the way into the vulture bones. We have had no luck with Venom. Nothing else. And then we have gotten all roughly just under a quarter of our rocket car parts. Okay. Just try to get near that mana spring. 6 more seconds. That's like 18 more mana. It's going to help us restore. Every 2. There we go. Okay, so nothing special there. Let me get another heal off. And away we go! Excelsior! I actually really do like questing in the zone. This part. This is the one part I like. Tons of concentrated quest targets. With mobs that aren't too hard, that give you good XP. Every mob is tied into something fun, or something to do. And so he must have his basilisks, because that's the one thing I see him leaving behind. And he does not have his rocket car parts. Going to kill that? Crystal Hide? I can't tell. No, he was not. Okay, might as well. Anytime I see one of these, so this costs 60. Okay, every 2 seconds, so basically we need that to tick off 10 times, so you need to spend 20 seconds in an area for it to pay for itself. Just not like crazy. Okay, so here comes another tortoise. Again. Let's go ahead and fight these guys. The tortoises are the ones that hit the hardest. They're honestly the hardest mobs in the area. They make up for it by being neutral mobs. We are at tortoise zone, which I love, so we're gonna kill. We'll go in here and kill. I don't see him doing a lot of tortoise killing. So either he is holding off on that, or he doesn't want to kill the stronger ones. Okay. This is again the crystal hides. These are the ones that are like anti-magic. With that mana burn. Which we're getting close to killing those too. And I see another vulture, so we'll go out there and probably just go set up a new. I'm not going to bring them all the way back. I'm not going to. Oh, we got an actual scorpion. Holy cow. Okay. So let's get this vulture. Around this little thing, yeah, the regular basilisks start to appear. I'm not ready to go that route yet, though. Boom, we got a 4th goal. Come on, buddy. I want to get this guy and bring him back. I could have just drew him, but I'm trying to save mana right now. I think I might actually have to drink something. Not going fast enough. Okay, we did not get the Venom we wanted. We did get a large Venom sac. I don't think this character can do anything with that. No, we don't have the large anti-Venom. Another crystal hide. Just saving my mana for the mana burn. And then I think we're gonna eat to get our spirit up after this. It's time to res. I mean, time to riz, more like it, right? Am I right? I'm not even gonna drink. I'm just gonna eat this food, sit here next to my totem, let my spirit increase. Take it from there. So now I'm well fed, so I have the extra 6 points of spirit and stam. And in this process, with the help of my totem, we are up there. So I think you get it for a minute. So remember, it pays for itself after 20 seconds. A little bit rough. So you really have to be like, okay, I'm planning on a 20-second like break here. Then it'll work. Alright, I don't want to go to the room over there. I want to go to these turtles. That actually seemed like a fun spot. Look at all these. Look at all these turtles. I love them. I love them. Okay, so I'm gonna plant my flags right next to the boat here. Actually, I'll do one on this side because this is gonna be great. Okay, and I'm gonna pull the further ones. Actually, these guys are so tough. I want them. Ow. Sure. Okay. So I'm gonna skin in between each one. Just for the time that it gives me to restore my mana. Okay, so overall it's paid for itself. Oh, raw bristle whisker catfish. No idea where that bad boy got it. Okay. Losing mana on that deal. Alright. So these tortoise shells. Oh, good, we leveled up. Isn't that great? These tortoise shells are really. Okay, what was our thing? I think it was totemic focus that we class resto shaman talents. I think it was totemic focus we're going to be working on for a while. Bam, bam. Yeah, that's the only one on this tree. So for the next 5 levels, we are reducing the mana cost of our totems. So this is good. Can't complain there. So we spent 5 points in the resto tree just increasing our mana, the mana cost of our heals, and now we're reducing the mana cost of our totems. So, it's actually a bigger chunk. Probably because they're already not so, they don't cost that much. So like if it was 1% cheaper, like that's never gonna matter. We're getting bad luck on the turtles. So that's the thing. We need 9 total. Did we get tortoise meat yet? No, we haven't even gotten that. So we are going to be ending up at some point needing to start throwing some stuff to the side. Because that's just how this zone works. It's either you got to go sell or it's going to happen. We only have 2 more spots. And then those things are just going to over and over again keep rearing their heads. Alright, so we've killed a ton of tortoises and gotten nothing for our efforts. I do not like that. So the sparkle shell tortoises, and then versus the sparkle shell snappers. I think there might only be 2 kinds. We'll keep our eye out. We'll find out. Finally, we got our first tortoise shell. Okay, so we have 8 to go there. Thank goodness. We got turtle meat. We really want that actually. Okay, so what can I guess I'm gonna throw away the large venom sac. They're not that common. And also I'm probably gonna end up ditching the large fang next. But yeah, the venom sacs aren't. I could use one of these scrolls to help us out. Curved basilisk claw, maybe. Those things I like to keep because they sell for more. I mean, we could also run back to town. Good. Bam. Just like that, we got 2 shells. So 2 out of 9. I wonder if that dude already did his shells. That warlock. I'm wondering too much about the warlock. Alright, so I do want to look at some more of where we're going to go. Alright, so as we start the new year, what I say, somewhere in the Hinterlands to Tanaris range. And we'll also start working that. Let's just say by the time we're a week or so into 2025, let's say we're done with Tanaris Zul'Farrak, and we're doing Searing Gorge. So maybe we're halfway into January and Searing Gorge is done. And then let's say we are Feralus. Let's say between Feralus and Maraudon, that takes us another week and a half. We get some little bit of reading in there too. What is this guy doing? He's over by my totems. Okay, so we're getting near the end of January, but I'm going to say we're not going to be fully Januaried out yet. Okay. So that'll take us into February. Then Felwood. There's no dungeons involved. Got another neat. I like that. So maybe by the time January is wrapping up, we're wrapping up Felwood. If I'm doing my job correctly, I like that we have a couple scorpions we can kill here too, because we have not gotten lucky with that. Okay, so then we're in February, and Ajara is probably not going to be that long, so maybe we're at the most halfway into February. What can I drop here? I'm going to drop a light feather just because they're so useless. We're going to have to end up dropping we're going to have to end up dropping some other stuff too. Okay, then Ungoro Crater, a cool zone. Let's say that takes us getting close to the end of February, and then we start the Blasted Lands. So Blasted Lands then ends with Sunken Temple. So between Blasted Lands and Sunken Temple, which is cool, and that will maybe involve some reading, possibly. Let's say we're a week or so into March. Which that really then starts the end game. We'll then start with...
I can't carry any.
Ooh, we need that. That we finally got one of those. Yeah. Wait, do we need the vulture meat? Oh yeah, large fang was what I said we're gonna get rid of. I don't know if I need vulture meat.
Inventory is full.
I guess I'm gonna go get rid of the curved basilisk thing. I don't see any meat that I can use for that. I need more recipes, really. Alright, so what can I do to get out of here? A stamina? Alright, fine. I would love to have kept that, but we just don't have it. We had to do this with our other character, too, if you recall. Okay, so then, yeah, so as we're getting into spring, we're going to be hitting endgame. So, in March, we've got Western Plaguelands, Burning Steppes, Eastern Plaguelands.
I can't carry anymore.
Dag. Oh yeah, we do not need the bristle whiskered catfish. Silithus, Winter Spring. So, Western, Burning Steppes, Eastern, Silithus, Winter Spring. Those 5 zones. Each one will probably take a little bit more than a week. Yeah, so... And then we'll begin, you know, there are a couple dungeons. Not really a lot, but there are a couple dungeons in that range. There are some. Because we'll have... Then we'll have the endgame dungeon material. Oh, I don't need any more of these crystal hides. Dang it. Okay, so I gotta pay attention to that. Too much multitasking. Yeah, strat. Okay. So most likely, as we get into April, we're going to be doing true endgame content where we are like... doing the level 60 dungeons, doing, starting to raid, some of the lower level raids. And that will... During that time... Because raiding could take us... Raiding could take us a little bit of time, right? Because some of those you have to get on people's schedule. Once we get to like full on raiding, there's going to be other stuff that slows us down. Yeah. Okay. Guess I'm getting rid of the vulture meat. Yeah, at this point we've got to keep some of this up. Yeah, we're not doing great on... Oh, I went after another one of these guys. Dang it, that's dumb. Be better, Gleekon. So anyway, that forecasts out that it is very likely by summer. By next summer, we'll be working on Burning Crusade, jumping into retail and starting Burning Crusade. Now there may be a period where we are overlapping because of scheduling of raids and me trying to get people that will let me be in on that to where we just have to go, you know, we start Burning Crusade. That's a possibility. Might also be a possibility that the reading, you know, I get to some... This could also all get slowed down if we catch up too far with my actual things, which that very well could happen also. In which case, this could all slow down a little bit more. Classic is just such a big beast. Really, truly is. It's not like any other thing that we're going to do. None of the other expansions. First of all, the rest are all going to be in retail. So just the speed with which you can grind is ridiculous. The ability to fly around starting at like level 20 nowadays it's just crazy. Alright. I do love that we're getting so much leather out here. And I don't know what we're gonna do with all this. So basilisk wise, we are at 14 out of 26. Because we're getting into the easier part of the zone. I don't like to go quest out here, but we kind of need to, I guess. There's some more rocket parts. We're only like 1/3 of the way done. Look, it looks like there's like little, like they're inhaling and getting the. We've only got 2. Yeah, so we've got 4 of our vulture bones, Whippy. So that's almost halfway done with vultures. We've got 2 of the 9 tortoise shells. That's not very much. And then... Oh. So that's an actual thing we now have to keep. Screw it. Protection I'm gonna keep. Why not? Let's get the spirit going. These bands. Probably gonna have to do a sell-off run here soon. But I'd like to at least finish one thing, you know? Like one type of thing would be nice. Because then I can sell off all of that type of creatures, like, stuff. And not have to worry about, see, like, this broken basilisk teeth. What am I going to do with that? I guess I'm going to get rid of this one basilisk eye, even though it's stupid. Oh, I have this one sweet nectar. I need to get rid of that. We need to, next time we're low, let's just go blitzing all out. Oh, I need well fed also. Cool. We got, I mean, that's 3 Venoms right there. That's pretty nice. See another, I see another, whatchamacallit, vulture over there. Yeah, I've got this, also this single lesser mana potion. Let's just use that. Okay, so the second I need to, let's just use it right now. I don't need 1 mana potion. It's not going to do anything for me. Okay. Where are we on the tortoise shells? 2. Trash. Trash, I tell you, trash! And... why are my... see, this is glitched out now. Look, now I don't see the quest for killing these guys. It's not listed there. Oh, there you go. It popped back in, but something like made it bump off the list for a minute. Probably only so much can show on that screen. Okay. Yeah, these tortoise shells. I'm telling you, we didn't have a hard time with them last time. It was pretty good RNG, but historically, the tortoise, we just got one, thank goodness. But historically, it's the worst part. The rocket parts are not that bad, but there's another scorpion over there. I do like that we already leveled up, so that's good. So we're at 37. We're 2 away. We're making good progress. Don't need that. I'm just going to throw that away right off the bat. What I am worried about is... I don't even remember. Never mind. Brain fart. Good, we got our 4th shell, so that's good. Getting there, getting there. Bang, bong, bong. I'm telling you, this little spirit scroll is helping out. Because I'm not doing anything because I want to drink this sweet nectar.
I can't
Look at
carry
that.
anymore.
Heck yeah. Alright, so... let's do it. Let's drink the sweet nectar right now, just to get that out of the way. Go ahead and put this up there. But that's good. We just got another tortoise shell. We're up to 5, so all of a sudden it jumped up. Don't need that. Okay. So... that's good. That was a nice hit. Considering I'm not a DPS spec, anytime I get a nice chunky DPS hit like that, I like it. Didn't happen for us there. I do see a couple more tortoises out there. Where's our basilisk? Yeah, so we are at 17 out of 26. So 13. Yeah, we're not even 3/4 with the basilisk yet.
Inventory is full.
Dag. Really? Okay, what can I toss? I don't know if I need the mystery meat. I mean, they're gonna just drop more. So for whatever reason, it's not helping me, but that will actually open up. I don't really want to drop the mystery meat. Alright, let's just go... intellect. We're just gonna buff it up. We're just buffed out of control. And I don't need the catfish. Okay. Let's get that vulture too. Can't believe we only have 4 bones. It's usually the easiest one. What's that bubbling water? Okay. Thick scaly tail. I mean, those sell for a decent amount. The hide, of course. I want to save this mana potion. If for nothing else, then you actually can use it. And those tail feathers. I want to get some of these killings done so that we can pick somebody to stop. I could throw the light leather away. I don't love to do that, but that's not that useful. We have one space. Same thing with the heavy hide. I really don't want to throw the heavy hide away, actually. I mean, and there might be like some of these basilisk things that I'm just not aware of, like aren't on the loot table. Yes, we got our 6th one. I love that we finally, that RNG turned its tide, at least for that stretch, and has helped us out. Okay, we're gonna go back and get some more of these basilisks. There's another tortoise too. Love that. I mean, not tortoise, vulture. Okay, that tortoise didn't have anything for us. I will forgive him. I will forgive you.
It's too far away.
Okay. I think once I get, look, there's that dude. That little. What's his face? He's still down there. It sounded like he tried to net me. Okay, I don't want the stringy vulture meat, even though I do think I'm gonna eat one more of these. Alright, I hope it turns it up some, because I've only got about 15 to 20 more minutes that I can devote, but we are making progress. It's happening. It's just going slow. Alright, so these basilisks, we didn't kill enough of the gazers. So that's one thing, is typically the gazers are a good spot to make some hay on this, and we didn't get that.
I'm out of range.
Don't know why, but for whatever reason, we did not get the gazers as we went through. This is a good spot for the little guys. Okay. We only need 3 more of them. This is called Weasel's Crater. Weasel sounds like a goblin name to me.
Too far away.
And those are the crystal hides, which we did get. Yeah, so we jumped right over Gazer. We can go back over. There's plenty of mobs I'm sure we can find. I kind of want, while we're here though, to get these little basilisks. Okay. I already am trying to plan ahead with what we're going to throw away. It's a regular crystal hide. There's a little scorpion. And what were we, how were we on scorpion? We're at half of those, so started out with nothing and then it turned out to be okay. Mystery meat. Now, we're not getting great XP right now, though. We've gained 10,000 total XP. I was really hoping we would be more like in the 50% range by the time we actually finish these quests. Maybe we will, maybe we won't. What slowed us down today, too, is me. But by starting us back there... That's the crystal hide. By starting us, like, having to go do triage and all that stuff, that slowed us down. So, me meandering around a little bit, too. Yeah, I wonder where we're at, because I might hit some spikes, you know, where I've underestimated what we'll do. Like, that was a very... My projection for how far we'll be over the next year is very loose. We could be wrapping up and done with everything by the summer, like I projected. It might take longer if we really get slowed down with me catching up. It's not that the episodes will slow down, but we might switch over to more reading while I allow my trailblazing squad to catch up. Here we go, we got our 4th Venom. Okay, getting a little low on. So this does look like a nice little spot for some scorpions. Our spirit was going so well, and now with a total of 6 So 13 extra spirit, and we're still going quite slow. Just keeping doing nothing else but keeping the lightning shield going. Okay. Oh, you jerk. We haven't had the experience of poisoning yet, so... Alright, so let's go ahead and drop this and drink some water. We'll drink some of that bubbling water. Now that we have more spring water than bubbling water, that's something that we got from those water elementals that we could fill up, we could ease up an inventory spot if we burn our way through that. Ugh, I'd just like to finish one part of these. 2 more Venoms and we can go sell everything Scorpion related. I would gladly go do that. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Oh well. There's a snapper, so these ships tend to have a lot of tortoises by them. Also, yeah, the fact that I haven't been able to find a good spot for vultures, and here we go, another, like, the fact that my rocket car parts were sitting so low on those, that's a little cray-cray. I feel like normally, like, we're not even halfway done. We're not even, that one, if we get that one, will put us at 40%. I don't know if I'm just forgetting to grab them when I see them, or if someone's really been actively clearing out the zone and I'm just, other than that warlock, and I'm just not really seeing them. Alright, so this is a good tortoise spot to hunt tortoises, because it's all a lot of snappers. Although it did seem like the baby tortoises were giving us better luck. I don't know. Okay, so we are now at 40% with the rocket car parts. I'm gonna go on the aggressive here with what I do with these tortoises. Oh, I forgot my axes wasn't fully up to snuff yet. We are only at, let's see. We are level 37, so that's 185 is where we should be at. Okay, so we're not like that far off. Not that crazy. So we're basically working as though we were level 36, so we're a level behind. I mean, yeah, which, that's normal actually. Typically it's a little bit better when you have a high intelligence character, and we are. But not. Huge deficit. I want to at least finish one of these quest parts before my time to leave, and then that just means next time we'll be picking up, unlike when we did this with the Lions where I was able to do all of this in one go. We won't be able to do that. I don't know if tomorrow is going to be the day for me. Maybe it will be. I might be making my episode tomorrow. It's gonna depend. See, because I try to plan out what'll be a late day for me. On Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday, and save that for the day when I'm gonna make the reading one, because that's nice and short. We're at 8. I love that. I love it. And I think my latest day is going to be Thursday, which is actually, so that might actually be my quote-unquote day off day, or the day at least where I do a short, oh, I have a fable to do. It's not even that short, but that's like what I was talking about. There are some times where it just gets slowed down because of real life. That might be a real life slows me down day. Because I'm going to be working, like, that's I got a lot to do that day. And then by the time I get home, yeah, Thursday night, so, there we go. Okay, so we finished of all the things, we finished the tortoises first. It's crazy. Alright, so let's at least go clear out some of this stuff now and turn in the tortoise shell quest, because that gives us one thing. And we still have a few minutes more to go. But I at least want to get that one out of my inventory. And we'll reset where we're at. The rocket car parts are killing us. I can't believe that I don't know that tortoise has ever been the first one done for me before. So just after that, we are 13,000 in. Oh, we've got some. Let's get these guys. Couple more birds. We do need. There's a regular saltstone basilisk right there too.
I can't carry anymore.
Okay, the vulture meat is. Did I say we're done with turtles? I want that turtle meat though. What can I turn off? The protection. Yeah, screw it. Screw it. Let's do it. Alright. I can't help myself. Because look, there's a couple more guys we need. We need 3 more vulture bones. Let's see the guys. We're gonna go sell. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it, I promise. I mean, it's not like I'm also wasting that. It's just... Oh, we got our 5th Scorpid Venom. Oh, man. Can't not go after that, too. Imagine that.
I'm out of range.
Because then what's it going to be? Running around getting car parts. Yeah, these are the difficult ones. It's the Scorpids.
Inventory is full.
Okay. So
I need to get closer.
we need only 1 more Venom too, and then we're out of the woods on that. And we need 2 more Vulture Bones. And then we do need just a little bit more Basilisks too. We got the Venom. Fantastic. Alright, I'm gonna drink one of these bubbling waters while I sit here and wait. Okay, so now I'm changing my mind. Now we're going out. Now that we're done with the Scorpions too, and we're so close to the Vultures, now I'm just gonna go get the rest. Not going back to sell. We're going Vulture. We're gonna go find our final 2 Vultures, and then we're gonna go get those last couple Basilisks that we need, which for whatever reason that keeps turning off. We do need the rocket car parts too. We can run around and try to find those wherever we can. Here we go. There's a car part and a couple Basilisks. Perfect. I mean, vultures. I can't even talk anymore. I should kill them in such a way so that I can loot that one too.
I can't carry anymore.
Okay. Guess I'm getting rid of the small Scorpion Claw. Now the problem is because we need 30 car parts, that's going to take up 2 stacks. Time to get to the end. Okay. I saw. Oh, there it is. I saw something. Okay, so this will be our final Vulture. Which is great. Then all we need is a few more Basilisks.
Inventory is full.
Light Feather. Okay, so now we're done with Vulture stuff.
I'm out of range.
So there's that. All we need left is some Basilisk killing and the rocket car parts. I'm gonna get rid of this Light Feather because I know for a fact that that's gonna come. Now we do need the Silithid, but we can save that. Because I would like to wrap this up in the next 5 minutes. Okay, so we are halfway done. We're 50% done with the car parts and counting. So we're gonna be scooping those up, and meanwhile looking for the final Basilisks. We have, I think, 5 more Basilisks to kill. go. And someone was just like in our... I think we were in someone's wake, which is why we didn't really see a lot of these car parts. We need the hardest basilisks, and I think we need one... The little ones. Alright, we're 60% done with car parts. We're getting there. There's a screw. Yeah, there's a bunch. See, yeah, if you just watch, it'll be... Just keep your eyes open and you focus on it, you can find it pretty good. Okay, we are 2/3 of the way done with the car parts. All of a sudden, it's all gravy. Now watch, if you look in our bag, it's going to open up to another one. It's going to pick up a second stack. Okay, yep. So we are now 70% of the way done with car parts. All of a sudden, it's all becoming easy. And we are going to complete these. Wait, we're down to needing 7 more. I saw another 1 or 2 over this way. Also, we are heading in the direction of the basilisks that we need. Not that one. I don't want to fight that squad for this. That guy's coming back. I knew it. We can be a little bit more like discerning in what we do because we're in good shape with the car parts. Hopefully he already left me. Okay, we're 80% of the way done with car parts. I don't want to fight these guys. Kind of close. We just don't want.
It's too far away.
Nope. Okay, so we just need 6 more. We'll find our 6 without. Yeah. See, look there. Okay. Nope. 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 Come on, get it. 5 more car parts. Ooh, one spawned over there too. 5 more car parts to go. Okay, 4 more car parts. So we're getting there. This guy is going to be a little bit of pain. I don't know if he's going to aggro when I'm trying to get it. Nope. Good. Alright, so we're 90% of the way done with the car parts. And just 3. That means we need 3 to go. And we need, I think, like I said, 6 basilisks to kill. And then we have completed this all in one run. After a nice patch of killing came about. We got some lucky RNG towards the end, and now all we have left are the guaranteed. There's no RNG in these final steps. It's just finding those car parts, the final 3, and finding these last gazers. Don't know. I do think we need 1 actual regular basilisk, which I'm a little bummed about. Yeah, we do need 1 regular basilisk. That's super annoying. Okay. So cool on that. That didn't hurt us. We will be able to get 1 like in the middle, but you can also get them like near the front. It's just we have to get the gazers first. This is where I wanted to be. This was like my latest time. I was like, this is the latest I will go is 11:50 server time. And here I am. So it's going to be... It's alright though. I can already see our final car parts right there. Perfect. We're also already down to just needing 2 gazers, and so 3 basilisks to go.
I need to get closer.
Fantastic. Okay, we can kill this guy. We can kill them both if we want. We're down to needing 2 car parts. Love it. This guy's a little tougher. hit him with another one because I don't care. Oh, should have cared. See that? He gets you with quite a little stun there. Okay, two total basilisks to go. 2 total basilisks, that's all we need. I wasted, and 2 car parts. Saving it now that I see he has that stun.
Can't carry it.
Okay, what can I get rid of? Really not a lot to get rid of here. Alright, I'm getting rid of the light leather. Fine. Just because those intact spines actually sell for like a decent amount. Alright, we need 1 basilisk and 1 car part. Got another medium hide. Here will be our final car part, and then we just have to go hunt down 1 baby little basilisk. Turn these in, sell, we're good to go. Okay, now there are the Silithid and the Swarm, but we don't have time for that today. So we're going to go up to the crater and get the last little basilisk. I really wish I had killed one when I was up there. We're going to blow right through this town so I can kill Saltstone. As you enter the flats, there's some too. But so on the next one, we'll get to do this series of quests that we hadn't done before. But these guys, you know, are going to send us out to do other things. So... we already know all of this stuff doesn't change, but these are all quests we've done before. This is one of the first times only that we're doing like a neutral quest hub. I think it maybe will happen for us in Silithus too, where we're basically like back to back just doing the same crap. But there's not so many zones where you're just chock, at least that we've encountered, that you're just chock full of neutral. Even moving forward, and right now I'm wrapping up Badlands and Uldaman. I hope to wrap that up today. I hope to run Uldaman at least with 1 character today, but I might not. You know, football will happen and stuff like that. And I have a little bit to do, but I will probably try to multitask some. Look, there's a vulture in the middle of this crater. There's a basilisk for us.
I'm out of range.
I did waste all of these scrolls. Would have been nice to have, you know, when we're in like the harder part of the world. Cool. And no loot to worry about. Alright, we are out and about. We're off. We can go turn these bad boys in. Work on the spreadsheets as we go. Sith bug quests. Do you need... I mean, I guess that's a little bit beyond us. Even my other people, I think I'm 47. I'm just smack 47. I'm not even far off. Now let's go. Let's turn and bump in the road first. That was the basilisk, the one we're going to kind of go in reverse order from what we picked them up, because bump in the road is like there's nothing that comes out of it. This will just be a nice wham bam. Well, let's sell some of this stuff too, by the way. Let's at least sell our grays. We don't have to get like deep into everything, but we'll sell the grays to at least clear some space up and worry about everything else in a little bit. Okay, cool. That was a good start. Also, we got enough turtle meat. I think we're going to be able to hit her.
I hope you didn't kill any of the basilisks on the tracks themselves.
No promises, bro.
It takes a long time for the carcasses to decay in the sun, and I'd rather not have to take a shovel out to clean up.
No promises. Okay. So, Marisu. Alright, so that was nice. Just bumping the road. Finished it. What do the goblins have to say for us? Okay.
Talk to me.
You have those bones for me? I was just about to start working on lightening the steering rig, but I don't want to open her up without all the parts I need.
Great, I can get the crew working on this right away. Thanks, adventurer.
Okay.
Our racing team is the pride of goblins everywhere. You'd be surprised at some of the people who contribute in one way or another to our team. You know Gazlo? He tracks down parts from around the world for us. He even came down to work on one of our rigs once. A few weeks ago, he said he'd send us a new prototype fuel regulator, but it hasn't come yet. He's usually very prompt. Maybe you wouldn't mind going to Ratchet to ask him about it. I wouldn't be so pushy, but the gnomes are gaining on us.
So it's good that we waited because that now gives us another reason to go to Ratchet. So that is called Goblin Sponsorship Part 1. All right, so we had picked up a bump in the road. Now we just turned it in. That one's done. Fantastic. And then we also just finished Load Lightning. And then that led to Goblin Sponsorship Part 1. So we picked that up. This is a long chain, and it's annoying. Not as annoying as some of the other stuff we're going to do. Okay, so then we're going to turn in these two, which is going to open up two more.
Need assistance? Alrighty then.
My brother's making progress with his new fuel design, and that has me worried. I need to start work on a tortoiseshell fuel tank as soon as possible. Glee Console, do you have those shells yet?
You got them! Thanks, adventurer! Wow, these shells are harder than I thought. Huh, when I work with them, I'll probably bend a whole box full of tools.
Mm-hmm.
Honored, I'm sure.
Hi, did you get that Venom?
Oh, right! This Venom is going to work great! Thanks, adventurer! Now I just need to boil it down, apply Skipper Otimer, add a negacatalyst, and drat! Where are my notes?
Okay, then that opens up.
I'm developing a new engine that'll make the car go so fast! Fast enough to fly, I know it! I just need to make pistons that can handle very, very heavy stress. All my trials have failed because I can't make pistons hard enough. But there is someone who might know how. His name is Martek the Exiled. He is a great smith and knows more about metal than anyone. Take him this letter. I know he can help, but he's far, far away. In Azeroth, in the Badlands, in a camp with a goblin. Find him! Hey! Our rocket car
We'll
is
read
the
that on the
fastest
next
thing on the
episode.
flats. So fast that I'm afraid friction is going to tear it apart. To prevent that, I need to create a composite to coat the car's moving parts. It must be hard, but not brittle, and must be resistant to salt corrosion, or time spent on the shimmering flats will eat it away. Have you heard of the Vile Reef, adventurer? It's off the coast of Stranglethorn Vale. Salt-scale murlocs live there, and their tail fins are a crucial ingredient of...
Alright, so we turned in the Hardened Shells and Salt Flat Venom, and we picked up Martek the Exiled and Encrusted Tail Fins. So we turned in these two. Bam, bam. And we need to extend this, because this zone is long. Way long. This is probably the longest one we've done so far. And then we picked up Martek the Exiled. And we also picked up Encrusted Tailfin. So that kind of shows us where we are. We're down here starting to get to the bottom where things get difficult in Thousand Needles. And now this dude.
Talk to me.
Glee Console, have you been out into the flats? Did you bring back the little parts I wanted?
Whoa! Look at all that. There's some good stuff in that heap of junk. I'm sure I can pawn it off for a hefty sum. And is that an ear I see squashed between those two sheets of metal?
Gross.
Ouch! Heh, I sure wouldn't want to be that pilot. Thanks, adventurer. Here's your pay. And here's some advice. Free of charge. If you look hard enough, you can always find profit in someone else's tragedy.
So that was nothing. Also, that was just a, we ended it. That was it. So we would be able to scroll further down because that's just about the end of that run. But we have that Hemming nesting area that we'll get to soon. All right, so we have another episode in the pipe, 5x5. We've done the lion's share of work in Thousand Needles, and in Shimmering Flats and Thousand Needles, and we will continue the epic journey next time with Warcraft. Peace out, y'all.